Lesson 49, Emotions and Moods. Hello and welcome to this lesson. Today, we are going to talk about emotions and moods, fixed expressions that describe how people feel. These expressions are often informal and exaggerated, so you may not use them all the time, but it is important to understand them when you hear or read them. They add color and vividness to the language. So, let us get started. Positive feelings, moods, and states. First, let us look at some expressions for positive feelings, moods, and states. Maria seems to be on cloud nine these days. This means she is extremely pleased or happy. Everyone seemed to be in high spirits. They were lively and enjoying things. She seems to be keeping her chin up. That means she is staying happy despite bad things happening. Joe is as happy as Larry or as happy as can be. Both mean extremely content. Negative feelings, moods, and states. Now let us look at expressions for negative feelings, moods, and states. He had a long face. That means he looked depressed or sad. She certainly looked down in the dumps, also meaning depressed or sad. Zach is in a bad mood. He has a bad temper. Martin was like a bear with a sore head. He was extremely irritable. Alice threw a wobbly the other day. That means she became extremely angry and upset. Physical feelings and states. Now let us look at expressions for physical feelings and states. I am feeling done in. That means exhausted. You are looking a bit under the weather. That means not very well or ill. She looked and felt on top form. That means in good physical condition. I suddenly felt my head was spinning. I felt unable to balance, as if I would fall over. I was almost at death's door last week. That means very sick or ill. Old Nora is as fit as a fiddle. That means very fit indeed. Fear and fright. Now let us look at expressions for fear and fright. She was scared stiff, very scared. She frightened the life out of him. She frightened him a lot. We were all shaking in our boots or shoes, trembling with fear. The poor lad was scared out of his wits, very scared indeed. I jumped out of my skin when I heard the bang. I gave a big jump. Other expressions for actions and feelings. Finally, let us look at some other expressions, as we might find in horoscopes. For Capricorn, the advice says, do not get carried away by promises not kept. That means do not get too excited. Keep a cool head and take everything as it comes. That means stay calm and deal calmly with events as they happen. On the work front, things are looking up, they are improving. For Taurus, it says, if someone says something that makes you swell with pride and feel on top of the world, enjoy the moment. Swell with pride means feel proud or very pleased because of something good you did, and on top of the world means very happy indeed. Language help. Before we finish, let us note that there is often an element of exaggeration in these expressions. They make quite strong comments on the situation and often lighten the tone of what you are saying. So, use them only in informal situations. So, that is our lesson on emotions and moods. These fixed expressions will help you understand and describe feelings in a more vivid and colorful way.